Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The greatest show on earth has returned.
This is ridiculous, Tony. This could be dangerous.
Rikki Thrash is back.
It's for you.
And better than ever.
Talk to me, Tony. But then again, danger is my middle name. So sign me up.
Action-packed adventures, heart-throbbing love stories, and hard-hitting, powerful music to bring you into the 1980s like never before.
Hey, darling.
Hi.
We only got one shot of this, Tony. We can't mess this up. We gotta stop playing around.
Sit back, grab that popcorn, and buckle up. Rikki Thrash is here to take you on the ride of your life. The world's favorite 80s action hero is coming to you live on television. Up next.
The world's greatest 80s action hero. Those words aren't said very lightly. In fact, they carry a lot of weight, ladies and gentlemen. So much weight that only the world's greatest 80s action hero could carry. And he's got to be in tip-top shape in order to pull off such a task. I'll tell you this much, it can't just be some average Joe. It's got to be more. A lot more. And I know what you might be thinking. Rikki, what if my name is Joe? Well, let's just say that that's okay. Because tonight, all the Joes must stand together and fight to keep the 1980s alive. And to do that, we must all be in tip-top shape. Are you ready? Dadgummit. This thing keeps swinging, but that's exactly what we're gonna be doing tonight. I tell you what, we're gonna be swinging all night long. Hey there. I'm fantastic. A lovely night in Vice City. I'm filming all the time. I'm live as we speak, honey. Have a good day. Listen, anyways, as I was saying, okay. Hold on. Dadgummit. Just 1 second, everybody. Just give me a second. Okay. As I was saying, it doesn't take an average Joe to defeat the average 90s. In fact, the average 90s might be around the corner. But the whole operation of the Rikki Thrash Show, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, I want you to understand one thing. I gotta do a full-on split here to get in frame, but that's not the point. Well, it kind of is the point because we're getting acrobatic tonight, all right? Getting acrobatic, nice and flexible, nice and loose, nice and warmed up for all the pumps we're about to receive tonight. That's right, baby. That's exactly right. Okay, how do I... Let's just say there ain't gonna be no average Joes tonight. Tonight, it's only Rikki Thrash and his thrashers and thrashettes. Tonight, we stand united as one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1980s. My name is Rikki Thrash, your host for the evening on the greatest entertainment of all Friday nights this week. I tell you what, it's gonna be a wonderful night. And if you haven't already, I want you to buckle up. But before you even do that, I need you to do one thing. If you got it, flaunt it. Flaunt what, you ask? Well, thought you'd never ask. All that butter that you have in that refrigerator right now, whether it's sticks, whether it's a jar, whether it's a container. Ladies and gentlemen, my thrashers and thrashettes, I need you to lather all that butter all over that popcorn. And yes, there's gonna be a lot of popcorn tonight, a lot of feasting, I should say. You might as well call this a Thanksgiving dinner tonight, because we are feasting on the extra butter. We're feasting on the extra popcorn, and there's nothing to do except for be great tonight, because I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is just the start. It's just the beginning of a wonderful evening on the Rikki Thrash Show here in Vice City. If that sounds good to you, I'll see you inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the main event. Welcome you to the Rikki Thrash Show. You're live. I want you to put your hands together tonight because you deserve it. Another night with Rikki Thrash on the Rikki Thrash Show on the greatest experience of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, you are experiencing nothing but greatness. And tonight, it's time to introduce the team. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting across the water on a big party, on a big yacht, boat, party. Make some noise for the assistant tonight, keeping one eye on that CRT TV and the other eye on those beautiful babes he's surrounded by. Ladies and gentlemen, the one that makes it happen, the one that keeps the stream in check tonight. Make some noise for Tony, the assistant. Wow, you guys don't like Tony like that. Okay, all right. All right, then make some noise for this next person that I'm about to talk about. The guy moving left and right behind the camera, Mr. Lins himself, the eye in the sky himself. Make some noise for Giorgio. And ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought that things might cool down, that things might lay off the steam, things are about to just escalate, ladies and gentlemen. But before we move even further into the night, as the sun goes down amongst the horizon, turning the buildings into silhouettes, ladies and gentlemen, it's hurricane season here in Miami, Florida. But that doesn't stop us. Just because it's a little stormy doesn't matter. The fact is that we bring the silence, the calmness before the storm, and we excite that towards the greatest decade of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together for the main event tonight that involves none other but yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for yourselves tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, what a long 14 hours or whatever it's been. It's been a long night without you. My thrashers, my thrashettes, it's been way too long without you. Last night was one for the books, for sure. One for the history books, and you don't want to miss tonight. If you're just stepping in tonight, I want you to commit to yourself, do yourself a favor, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit all the likes tonight, because you're not gonna wanna miss a future stream. This is the greatest entertainment in all of this room tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the one that makes it all happen. I want you to put your hands together, get ready for the greatest entertainment, the master of disaster, the one that absolutely goes hard in the paint every time he plays basketball, because there's nobody getting past this guy's jump shot or jump shot block. Ladies and gentlemen, the one with 1,000 middle names, the one that can't say any of them because he doesn't remember them, but that's okay, because he's here. He's the greatest entertainment in this room. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one that makes the show go on. Every single night he screams, except for the nights he doesn't. His name is Rikki Danger, Haywire, Uncomfortable, Thrash. Thank you. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah, I see you. Okay, yeah. Need some love over here. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are bringing the energy tonight. The spirit is alive. The spirit of the 80s is back, baby. I tell you what, I want you to do it. I'm over here, baby. What are you doing? I tell you what, tonight's gonna be one for the books. You don't want to miss it. We got all the fans live in the thrash, and I tell you what, woo! You guys are making it happen tonight. That's right. I see you way up there in the nosebleeds. It doesn't matter where you are tonight. Tonight you all are here. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you. Oh yeah. Here we go, baby. I appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Tonight is gonna be a blast, all right? We got a lot of things in store, okay? A lot of things. Last night was one for the books, okay? If you're new here and you missed it, I will fill you in. But we had quite possibly one of the greatest loops of all time, one of the greatest music build-ups that I've ever done here on stream. All improv off the top of my head. Nothing is pre-planned, no script necessary. Tonight is gonna be no different, ladies and gentlemen, but we're just gonna top it each and every night. We're gonna keep climbing the mountain, and we're gonna get to the top, but I can't do it without you. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yourselves tonight for being here, slathering all that butter on the popcorn, because you deserve it.
It feels good. Thank you. Woo. Vapor Vice says no more GTA, hopefully. Because he can't stand watching me crash all those cars. Well, tonight, we're actually going to take a turn on things, okay? We're going to put that game aside for now. And we're going to do what we do best here on the Rikki Thrash Show. We're going to play the music of a lifetime, keeping the same structure as it's always been. Sarah says, nice haircut, Ricky. Well, listen, I appreciate that, but I didn't cut my hair. I just got my ears lowered. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels great to be here tonight, and tonight is gonna be the night of our lives. So I want you to get ready. The calm before the storm, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, this time of year in South Florida, it's pretty much necessary. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is necessary. Everything is required here on the Rikki Thrash Show. Everything has a purpose along with your dreams, because tonight, we are escalating things. We're going straight to the top, ladies and gentlemen. We're not wasting time. We're not wasting moments. We're bringing back the greatest decade of all time. And as people trickle on in to the Rikki Thrash studio, I want you to remember one thing. Tonight, in 1985 feels a little different than in 2025. Or whatever time you're in. Tony didn't fill me in on the details, but I just know that I've taken you back with me, Rikki Thrash, to the 1980s to give you a taste of the greatest experience and a taste of the spirit, the attitude, the livelihood, and the neon lights of the 1980s. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest time of all. Let's get started. No. No script, no nothing. Right off the top of the head, here we go. No! Screw it, I don't like that. We're going something different. We're changing the script, all right? Tony, get me another script, okay? We're going off schedule. I don't care, get me next week's script. Get me a dictionary too while you're at it so I can speak. Dadgummit. Jeez, what is this? Talk about living up to the hype from yesterday. Man, that sucked. That sucked. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You know what happens when we get knocked down? We get right back up. Sound Raccoon with the Prime sub, baby. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for this tile that fell throughout the night, okay? I don't know, I just pulled up to the studio today, and all of a sudden, I see a tile on the ground, and it's shattered. I still haven't even picked it up. I was so mad. All right? I just looked at it, and I just stared for 5 minutes at myself in the mirror, and I flexed a couple times, and I was like, wow, I need to go pick up that tile that fell throughout the night. So I went in here, and I picked up the tile, and then I put it back down because I was so mad. But it doesn't matter. All right, let's build something, okay? We're not going to be on long tonight, okay? It's going to be a shorter stream. So we're going to build something really cool. We're going to go through a few Poison songs. I'm talking, we're going to get in and out, baby. So if you're here now, don't be lingering around, okay? Don't be expecting that Rikki Thrash is going 17 hours tonight. We're only going for 10 hours tonight, okay? So we're in and out. It's a quick one, all right? Here we go. I like that, I think. Yeah, dude, I tell you what, this is going to be a great one. I tell you what, if you're just catching on right now, you just saw the spark that Rikki Thrash had. I just had a spark, I just had a vision, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, even though it's a little cloudy, a little forecast on the weather, what's on my radar is sunshine and rainbows, baby. I tell you what, we got all the activity coming tonight. We got all the flow because the hair's flowing, the flamingos are flowing. We got everything going right here on the Rikki Thrash Show. So you better just buckle up. Be ready for this. This is about to be insane. This might be, I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going to be the greatest stream yet. So you just sit back and wait. All right. Here we go. Still a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Also, I think it's clipping. Hold on. Here we go. That's the idea. Oh man, this is tough. Hold on. We gotta get the car rolling first, you know? We can't just. Here we go. There it is. I think I want to change one note in that. Right there. There it is. I love it. All right, let's play around with this bass line, and then we're gonna add some more bass to that, baby. Let's play the right notes first. My big hands, baby. Listen, 6'5", frame, 230 pounds. Rikki Thrash has got some big hands, and I tell you what, he hits all the keys on the keyboard at once. The ladies love me, and I tell you what, we're gonna get this right for the ladies tonight. Time for some drums. Add a little bit of low cowbell. Perfect. Now for the lead melody. Tonight, we make all the heat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it live. We flubbed the note there, though. Here we go. Hold on, I want to try something. All right, I want to try that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. That's what it is. Okay. Here we go. Gotta get it right. Here we go. Almost there. Come on. That's what I'm trying to do. How we doing tonight, Thrashers? Almost there. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. Here we go. Tonight, Metal Minions 25 is doing fantastic. 2Vex says I'm real. I sure hope so. Here we go. Are you ready? No. Ricky's all artificial intelligence, except for the wig. The wig is real. I don't know why I can't play this. Live. Man, I keep forgetting what I'm writing. Here we go. There it is. There it is. You know what time it is now, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for the bass. Here we go. Let's add some acoustic tonight. Because why not? Joseph says, hey, great stuff. Mike says, I like this guy's enthusiasm. Rachel says, wow, this guy's super hot and he deserves the best and he's the greatest streamer of all time. Well, thank you. Oh, you guys didn't see that message? Oh, it must have like deleted or something. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Who's ready for the madness? Is this guitar red or pink? It's hot pink, baby. Ready for shreds. looking for something.
guys are making all the noise possible. I love it. I love it. live in the Thrash tonight on the greatest experience known to man. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing greatness. So let's send it around one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna send it around one more time and then we're going into the rest of the night. Some Poison to finish strong on this week. Friday night on the Rikki Thrash Show. Nothing beats it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the right place if you want to take a step back or a few steps back to the 1980s, the greatest decade of all time. Well, you're not alone here. Join the Thrashers, join the club, hit that follow button, because we're on our way to nothing but greatness. mean one. Here we go.
my thrashers and thrashettes. It's about that time we settle down, get off our feet, relax, do some research on the 1983 Macintosh computer. Give a round of applause for this computer for doing the heavy lifting tonight. I tell you what, you know, if it wasn't for this beast of a machine, we wouldn't have a stream running smooth tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that the last 3 nights of streaming, including tonight, has been some of the most smoothest streams I've ever been a part of. So give yourself a round of applause tonight for making this stream the smoothest stream known to man. You deserve it. Give yourself a round of applause. Dadgummit, give yourself a round of applause. And do it before I start going crazy, okay? Thank you. Jeez. All right, it's time. You know what time it is. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rock. Oh no. Keep rocking. I gotta get a better clip or something. Tony's gotta fix my clip. Dadgummit. I guess we're not jumping tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to cut YouTube off. I'll be going for about another hour on Twitch, but I gotta cut YouTube off because of copyrights. And we're gonna get kicked off anyways if we keep going. So YouTubers, I'll see you over on Twitch, all right? I love you. All right. Woo! I'm tired. We're just gonna do the hits tonight.